we'll be talking about modification of leaves in insectivorous plants. Okay, now what are insectivorous plants? The plants that eat insect. Now, as the plant eats insects, they can be carnivorous in nature. Okay, now to trap those insects, their leaves are modified into certain shapes or certain types which helps them to trap the insects. First, we'll take up is Venus flytrap. Okay, now what happens? The Venus flytrap have leaves that are like boxes with hinges. Can you see? It is a shape of a box with hinge, that means fixed at a point from down. Okay, now what happens? They have a long hairs along the edges, you can see in the picture, and when the insect touches the hair, the leaf snaps shut down. Both the panels shut down and the insect gets trapped inside and is engulfed by the plant. Okay, so this is the modification of leaf in insectivorous plants. Clear? Then second is your pitcher plant. In this, what happens? The leaf of a pitcher plant is modified into a trapping device that looks like a pitcher. Okay, pitcher means what? Container form. Okay, which has a lid at the top. The pitcher has a lid which is an extension of leaf apex. Okay, extension of leaf apex. And what happens? The petiole of the leaf coils like a tendril. In my previous video, I have already told you what is a tendril, what is an petiole. So what happens? The petiole of a leaf coils up and forms tendril, coiled structure. And once this insect enters to the pitcher plant, what happens? The lid, there is a digestive juices, okay? Juices are there inside. So after looking at the juices, what happens? The insects comes and sit on it, and as soon as the insect comes, the lid of the pitcher plant closes, and what happens? The insect is trapped inside and is digested there. Okay, then we will be talking about one more insectivorous plant, and that is the bladder warts. Now what is bladder warts? It belongs to a genus Utricularia. Okay, now the leaves of the bladder wort plants are highly segmented. Some of the segments are modified into tiny bladder like structure, okay, to trap the insect, bladder like structure holding the insect inside. Okay, and they have hairs. So what happens? As soon as the bug or an insect touches the hair, it automatically opens up, the bladder opens up, and it sucks the bug or insect inside it. So this is all about modification of leaves in insecti. Talking about vegetative propagation by leaves. Okay, so what happens? Some plants do not produce seed. Okay, and the seeds of some plants do not germinate. So such plants grow new plants from their vegetative part. Now what are vegetative parts? Root, stem or leaf of a plant is the vegetative part. So this process of germinating from vegetative part of a plant is known as vegetative propagation or vegetative reproduction. Okay, now vegetative reproduction or vegetative propagation is a type of asexual reproduction in plants. As you can see in the figure, it is an example of bryophyllum. Okay, so this type of vegetative propagation by leaves is generally found in bryophyllum and begonia. Okay, what happens? The vegetative propagation takes place by adventitious buds on leaves, and the buds usually remain dormant. But under favorable condition, when leaves fall on the ground, these buds develop into small plantlets. Small plants grow on them. Okay, and these plantlets then get separated from a plant, and they grow into a new plant independently. So this is all about vegetative propagation by leaves.